All right, we are back. The top 10 movies of 2024. Let's get started and let's just have a happy face when we talk about some good freaking films. Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon, going over the top 10 films of 2024, and let's just get it started! Alright, number 10 goes to Ghostlight. So a lot of these movies in my top 10, I just didn't expect to like them this much. And I think that is what the overall consensus of this year was movies that surprised me. Because honestly, most movies this year, this was a very weak year of films in my opinion. But Ghostlight was such a fantastic family drama about connection, about, how to control anger management, and just connecting with the ones you love. This is a very simple script, a very simple premise, but my God, when I was entertained with every character, what they were going to do next, how they're going to get out of each scenario, how are relationships going to mend in this well-shot, well-crafted film, it's unfortunate Ghostlight went under the radar, but my God, if you could find Ghostlight, watch it for just being a fantastic family film about connecting with the ones you freaking love. Number 9, Eternal You. So actually, I don't know if this is it says a 2024 release, but I don't know if it actually was released to the public. This movie made me cry multiple times. This is a Sundance film, and I think this is the best Sundance film, in my opinion, on my list, and it is. My goodness gracious. The technology of AI and bringing back the ones you love is just such a haunting experience of why would you want to do it, of like, what would your dead loved ones say that come back from the grave and do the AI, and the people making money off this. It really is just a hurtful thing. And it's kind of interesting that they look at the Americans and the Koreans. The Americans, there's this guy from Colorado. He's like, yeah, it's a great thing. It's a great thing. Nothing could go wrong. Like the cockiness. But the South Koreans were like, did we do something wrong? Are we messing with God right now? Because they do it with a mother who lost her child. And just thinking about it, I think that clip is on YouTube. I'm about to cry. Because I'm having goosebumps right now thinking of that scene where I'm just like, I'm all inspired by this movie. And unfortunately, when looking at Sundance movies this year, I don't think I'm going to watch a single one because they all look like trash. They all have an agenda, and they all just like feel like they're eye-rolling, just like, oh my God, just such liberal shit that they just need to calm down. But Eternal You, oh my God, it hurt my heart. Number 8, another one where a lot of people were disappointed with, but I really enjoyed, The Bike Riders. Some people might find this boring. Some people might just be like, just what is this movie about? I'm sorry, as a person who grew up with motorcycles, people, like, I'm not going to say in gangs, but my dad's in a motorcycle gang right now, and knowing that just dynamic, it felt real, it felt raw. I loved each character, Michael Shannon, Austin Butler, Jodie Comer, Tom Hardy, all the different characters. I was just like invested in this story. Yes, can it be slow for some people? I understand that, but I was just sucked into this story. I was sucked into this world. I wanted to know what happened next. And those last 15 minutes, I was so pissed off. Like, how can loyalty just go down the drain like that? But my God, The Bike Riders, you could tell Austin Butler, you could tell Tom Hardy, Michael Shannon, all the people were actually riding the motorcycles, and the just realness of this movie sucked me right the freak in. Number 7 is one I just watched recently, a South Korean film. It's not the only South Korean film on this list. Ex Humana. I'm an idiot. Anyway, I love horror movies that are different. Exorcism movies that are different. Poltergeist movies that are different. Just different folklore. And getting this was amazing. This Japanese big motherfucker. And I'm just like, oh my God. The acting, the scenarios, the gore, the tension. Yes, you could say that some fireball sequences are a little goofy. Sure, I understand that. But my goodness, like everything learning about the culture of doing the shamans and things like this, I was all inspired. I was just sucked into the story. The 4K transfer was fantastic. And my goodness, I could watch this movie again and again and again. Just how freaking amazingly shot, crafted, look, story, interactions. I love this film. I love this film. All right, number 6. Another one I think not a lot of people think would have been that good. Late Night with the Devil. Oh my goodness. This is a hell yeah horror film. This is one where I was like, what's going to happen? Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? And the ending, fucking cray-cray. I mean, the acting, amazing. Just the tension of this movie. You have no idea where it's going to go. You're like, where am I going? Where are we going? Where are we going? And then, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And just the premise of having it at a late night talk show, ingenious. This movie is what you call original, ingenious territory for horror films. And there need to be more films like this. Stop with all the cliche bullshit. This wasn't, you could say some of it was cliche, but doing it in such a fresh freaking manner puts it in the top 10 movies of 2024. Top 5 movies. Here we go. Number 5, Snack Shack. Maybe because I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, and I just felt for these characters and Air Force family and things like this. This movie connected with me. It was hilarious. I've seen this movie like 3 or 4 times this year. And out of all the movies on the list, this is the only one I can say I've watched multiple times. I've rented multiple times. I don't own it because I don't think there's a physical copy. If there's a physical copy, I need to slap myself in the face and buy it on Amazon right now after I move because I don't want to lose it in the mail. But the story, the scenarios, the shenanigans of the 90s, the ending is just a freaking gut punch of like the Desert Storm and the families and wanting to know. But everyone who's seen this film, and I think that's the great thing about this film, everyone who's watched it said, time out. This is fantastic of like where did this movie come from? And that's such a great experience going into a movie that I never heard of that was playing for 2 show times at the Grand Theater. I was like, what the fuck is this? I went out going, this is a top 10 movie of the year, and it stuck with it for a long freaking time. All right, number 4. This is a movie that came out in January. It's a South Korean movie. It's Netflix, Badland Hunters. Guiltiest pleasure of the year. This movie was hilarious. It was fun. The zombie reptile aspect of it. The bad-ass action sequences. Anything with this freaking guy. Don Lee? I think that's what they're calling him. I know he has different names, like an American name and his Korean name. I don't care. This is like when you talk to, like, you know, who is it? Paul W. Anderson or Quentin Tarantino and their guilty pleasure is Resident Evil. My guilty pleasure of 2024 is Badland Hunters. It stuck with me with such great cinematic just cues with the action. I felt the punches, I felt the gunshots, I felt the gore, and just holding on to these action set pieces is fantastic. And yes, I don't care. I don't care if you don't believe with me. That's fine. That's 100% fine. But Badland Hunters, oh, it feels so good to like this film. All right, these last 3 are the only films to get 100% this year. Number 3 goes to How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. This is the best foreign film of the year. Emilio Perez, fuck off. Fuck the fuck off. This one has heart. It has emotion. It has realism. It just feels, you see the different things happening in Thailand versus, America when it comes to the healthcare, when it comes to everything else about this movie. It is so damn good. So heartwarming and just so interesting because when you think about this, it is such a universal film of, you know what? This could happen in America. This could happen in Brazil. This could happen in Canada. This could happen in Niger. This could happen in Germany. This could happen in Russia. Each family probably goes to the same thing, and that's the whole point is even though these people might not look like you, they might have a different culture than you about the grave plots, but it's hard to not say, every family member, when they see a family member die, money always comes to play, and it's very sad, and it's very frustrating. But my God, this movie, fantastic. Watch it. If you can find it on Vudu, it's like rent it for $5.99. You won't be disappointed. Number 2, okay, this is probably the one where I said the trailer sucked balls. Transformers 1. This blew me away. The 3D, the 4DX, the experience, the story, understanding how Megatron became Megatron, Optimus Prime. I have Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Ironhide tattoo right here. I've been wanting to get the Megatron, Starscream, and maybe another, Decepticon on the other leg, but I don't want to sit in a chair for 24 more hours. But, my goodness, this is the shocker of the year. This is the best animated film of the year. Like I said, the Chris Hemsworth, I was thinking Optimus Prime, Chris Hemsworth, what are we doing? Guilty. Brian Tyree Henry, Megatron, what are we doing? Guilty. Scarlett Johansson as a Transformer, guilty. This movie just blew me away. Okay, I'm sorry. This is a fun freaking film. It's unfortunate that it didn't do as well as it should have, but Transformers 1 is a fantastic film. And number 1, I hate to say this is like, Nosferatu. The reason I say that is this is a lot of people's number 1s, and this is one that should be gained Best Picture, Director, at least some acting noms, but no, it won't. It'll get some like cinematography, it'll maybe get costume and maybe sound and maybe score, which I'm okay with that. But this is such a damn good film. It's already reached 100 million worldwide. This is going to be Focus Features' best film ever released. Nosferatu is so good. I'm not even the best Robert Eggers fan. Like, sure, Northman's good, which, not the best film for me. Lighthouse, I still don't know what the fuck I was watching with mermaid vaginas. But Nosferatu, just Bill Skarsgård, how he looks, it's just like, it's the definition of perfection when it comes to gothic horror. I'm about to burp because I'm so excited talking about this film, and I'm disgusting. I'm sorry, that is not more disgusting than, Nicholas Hoult getting, Nicholas Hoult's in a lot of good movies this year, actually. I just thought about that. This Order, Juror Number 2, he's always been on the rise. But anyway, overall, Nosferatu, it might be a cliche pick because I'm not the only one, and a lot of people put this as their number 1, but I don't care. That means a lot of other people are right. That is my top 10 movies of 2025. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking out with me. I don't even know what that means. Chase Hockey with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing's Blue Topia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. Watch Tate tomorrow. Week from a month on a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. And I just thought I forgot to record this video. Thank God I did.